Hey guys, today we're going to be checking out the new Soldano Super Lead Overdrive pedal, and we're going to be comparing it with the older Supercharger G.T.Os from the 90s and 2000s. We're going to be going into a Seattle-built Atomic 16 head. It's got a vintage 30 in it. As you can see, bass, treble, and middle are all at about 5 o'clock. The preamp is just a scotch over 2. The volume is dead on 6, and the presence is about 6.5. And we've got here I believe a 90, can't tell on the classics, but I believe it's a 95 Les Paul Classic. We're sticking on the bridge, but this is a custom in the bridge here, so should be a sound pretty much everybody's familiar with. Let's take a look.
Okay, so the Soldano Atomic 16 with a vintage 30 in it is fired up and ready to go. Let's go ahead and hear the foundations for the tones we're going to make today. And that was with the preamp just over 2, the bass, middle, and treble all at high noon, the volume at about 6, and the presence just in between 6 and 7. Now, let's go ahead and check out the original blue Supercharger G.T.O. And now for the 2015 Reissue Supercharger. And let's move on over to the Soldano Super Lead Overdrive pedal. And the new SLO pedal has a fat switch on the side. While we haven't engaged the EQ, let's go ahead and turn that on and just see what effect it has on the sound. Now let's go ahead and try to get a lower gain setting out of all 3 of the pedals. Let's go ahead and start with that original blue Supercharger again. And now on to the Reissue Supercharger. And again, let's go back to the Soldano Super Lead Overdrive pedal. And SLOs always shine at lower volume with the depth control, so let's try it here on the lower gain setting. And of course, the Soldano brand is synonymous with all of the hard rock and hair metal guys who made the SLO infamous from its debut in 1986. Let's up the gain and see what kind of 80s tones we can get out of these pedals. And let's start with the 90s Supercharger once again. And onto the orange one. And now, let's check out the Super Lead Overdrive pedal one more time. Let's see how that deep switch sounds with our hair metal tones. Now let's try to dial in some more aggressive modern tones. Let's start again with the blue Supercharger G.T.O. And the orange Supercharger next. And let's go to the SLO pedal again, with the deep switch out, but with the EQ settings dialed in just a little bit. And finally, now with the deep switch in.
So you guys can let your own ears be the judge for you. Obviously my blue Supercharger has gotten many miles. It was my main distortion on my own personal pedal board for about 10 years. And I think there's something there in the 12AX7 preamp tubes. There is a little bit more girth and presence. One of the ways that the G.T.O really shines actually is like an amp, the higher the output is on it. But the new Super Lead Overdrive pedal actually, honestly, I think gets you closer to the actual SLO than the G.T.O does. And we'll have another video of that soon to follow. So if you liked what you saw, subscribe, check out some more content coming up. But you know, really the tone stack on that Super Lead Overdrive pedal, as well as that deep switch, just adds a lot of depth of versatility to what you can get out of it, and really run it almost strictly as a preamp. A lot of the reviews are very accurate on that. And it's just got that presence that everybody wants from an SLO. It really does a good job. I think they really tackled that well. So again, like I said, if you like what you see, subscribe. We're going to be doing some more content very soon. Hopefully within the next week we'll have a video up comparing the SLO itself to the Super Lead Overdrive pedal and see just how close we can get. But thanks for checking it out, and have a great day.